Lost Ark is a 3D MMO-ARPG that offers an immersive action-focused playstyle. The game adopts a non-targeting combat system and a dynamic quarter-view angle to maximize the game experience. Previously only available in Korea, Japan and Russia, the game is releasing in Europe and North America on February 11, 2022, with Amazon Games as its publisher. In Lost Ark, you will be able to explore 7 vast continents and the seas between them to find vibrant cultures and strange fantastical beasts. Adventure through the open world, quests, dungeons, or even raids. Face enemies through action combat in your own playstyle defined by your class and your advanced class. Customize your skills, weapons, and gear to survive the hordes of enemies or face others in PvP combat. And with all of that out of the way, it's time to grab your favorite snacks because we are about to begin. Oh, and consider subscribing if you are an MMORPG player in search for that perfect MMO, because this is what this channel is all about. At the beginning, we are greeted by 4 regions and lots of servers to pick from. After selecting a server, we get to the class selection screen with 7 gender-locked classes. We can pick from the warrior, mage, martial artist, gunner, and assassin. Each of them can specialize in an advanced class. The warrior can pick from berserker, gunlancer, and paladin. Mages can either be bards or sorcerers. And it seems that picking male or female actually modifies your class, as the female martial artist has 3 advanced classes while the male only has 1. The opposite is true for gunners, with the male having 3 classes and the female only being able to pick gunslinger. And finally, the assassin can either be a deathblade or a shadow hunter. As for us, we are going with the warrior. The next screen is for customizing our character. We can preview him in different outfits, see different emote actions, and pick different backgrounds. Over here, we can pick a preset option if we are feeling lazy and just want to jump into the game. We can change the face shape and structure, pick our hairstyle and color, our eyes, skin, and even tattoos and makeup. The last option is for modifying our voice. Pretty solid character customization so far. Now to enter our name and finalize everything. Seems like this is how our character looks at the start of the game. After clicking launch, we are greeted by some control settings. We are gonna go with the left click to attack and QWERTY keyboard. Next, everyone will have their own story cutscene, depending on the class you picked. You can just skip this if you are not interested in the story of the game.
The land of frost. Everything was frozen in Shushire through the power of Sirius. A prison of ice to bind the accursed flame demons. But cracks had started to form in the ice. Lord Sirius bade us to find the warrior of frost to battle the returning demons. We found you, the hero of the arena. You proved your worth in that coliseum of pain and death. Only you had the power to save Shushire from chaos. Awakened, the demons called forth the dead to bolster their forces. They had to be stopped.
I've planned my revenge for 1,000 years, only to be destroyed by this little...
You exceeded our every expectation. But our world is facing an even greater peril. Follow the path of light. Use your strength to drive out the darkness from this world.
Greetings. Destiny has led you here.
Alright, that was a decent cutscene with some good visual elements.
Welcome to the edge of the world. Trixian. Now follow the path of the light.
Now the game will teach us how to move. Right-click on the ground to move around and follow the path of light.
The forces of chaos are on the move again. The Arks once saved the world from the demons. We need them again. Try opening the Tome of Prophecy.
Press G to see our destiny. And surprisingly, at this point, the game already wants us to pick an advanced class. I was honestly expecting some basic warrior gameplay and then later specializing into one of these three. Selecting one of these will bring up some basic info about the class and our speciality. We also get a little preview if we click this video. What is cool is that we also have a class test button that does exactly that. You get to play with the class and see if you like it. Alright, we are definitely going with the Berserker, as that one is the coolest. Berserker is for damage, Gunlancer for tanking, and Paladin for healing and support. Alright, we are now a Berserker. And our equipment also changed.
You will now take your first step in the quest for the Ark. The light of the world must not fall to chaos.
A pillar of light. We better get moving.
Huh? Go? Where?
To meet old friends. After 500 years of waiting, the stars of destiny call to us.
Stars of the what? The what now? Come back, you crazy old man!
Once again, we get some very nice cutscenes, and the game puts a strong emphasis on establishing its story early, and I like that. It seems like we are going to Trua, a forgotten land. The prologue starts, and we get a new weapon already. Press I to open the inventory, open the chest, and equip our new sword. It seems like the inventory is huge, and I like that. I hope we are not gonna run out of space, as that is something quite annoying in MMOs. It is obvious at this point, this Troa expedition will serve as our tutorial. This guy fills us in on the story, and Troa was an ancient city destroyed by the war long ago, and the church has put out a huge reward to help find the hidden treasure here. Press tab to check the local map, and now some trolls are attacking the camp. It's time to learn how to fight. Press C or left click to attack, and press hotkeys to use combat skills. Okay, simple enough. Get some HP potions from the priest and use them with hotkeys as well. The priest also teaches us about our combat skills. Pressing K will open up the interface. This guy also mentions the Arks, and since the game is called Lost Ark, it seems like this may be of interest. The Arks seem to be fabled artifacts of great power, with most people choosing to believe that they are a myth. The treasure we are seeking right now might hold a clue to the Ark. Time to break this barrier and advance, hop on this boat and go down the river.
These giant statues were built in the image of the gods. Regulus himself created the Ark, the ever-burning light of creation. The Ark contains great power, just like a god.
I don't like this guy. If anime has taught me anything, it's to not trust characters with closed eyes.
You gonna flap your gums all day, priest?
He's right. We should be quiet.
I didn't even say anything.
Look. We made it.
Next up, we learn that we can also climb. And my big gamer brain sees a shortcut, so I take that just in case there's some more treasure ahead. Kill some more trolls again. Then this fuck destroys the bridge, so we have to jump. Then we try to use some explosives on the blocked entrance, but it doesn't work. Obviously though, Our character is the chosen one or something like that, so we approach the door. There is no town here, so being the chosen one, we gotta do our thing again.
Gonna be rich.
This place really looks like some kind of abandoned mystical city, so good job to the art team for that. But moments later, the feeling of mystery and exploration is ruined by this. The secret device to open the door is pointed to us by a big mark on the map, when I honestly would have liked to search for it. Even a small puzzle would have been nice here. So, dear developers, sometimes players like to use their brains, you know. Another dumb thing is getting these tips to read in the middle of the combat when I'm obviously gonna focus on killing the bad guys instead of taking the time to read. We kill the giant demon while closing the annoying pop-ups, and then...
We almost died! Screw the contract! Let's grab what we can!
That wasn't the deal.
The guy with the sword makes the rules, kid.
True.
Grab the stone. It looks valuable.
No, don't touch it.
Get away! Help me!
We choose to save the idiot,
Please, don't let me die!
but the priest is obviously smarter than us.
His greed would have killed you both.
Seems like now everyone is dead,
Just two of us now.
and a giant blue portal in which we obviously jump. Funny enough, we walk down some stairs of light while our priest friend is... yeah.
Which way should we take?
We fall down some holes, cross dangerous gaps, jump around, and we get to see a... scroll?
I finally found it. What's this?
It's time to fight a giant spider crab boss thing. It has some mechanics, and he does take around half of our HP. But that's also because I'm very bad at dodging. And no worries though, it will get better. Alright, giant boss dies. We now get a prophecy or something, and we learn where we need to go.
When the chaos of the abyss opens its eyes once again, you will follow the pride of lions.
I believe this is where we part ways. We will meet again.
Interesting, the music turning all ominous. And he has a crow. Okay, I knew he was evil. Called it. Okay, and I believe that was the end of the tutorial part. And now we have lots of red dots and notifications around our UI. This is like in those mobile games where you get bombarded with small rewards and notifications. I can already tell this will get annoying soon. There is a roster, and from what I see here, you just click claim on things and you get extra stats that apply to all your characters. This was probably made just to get those extra dopamine points when we click the rewards. Next, we meet some cool priest who is popular with people. He gets ambushed and we save his ass by spinning and squashing some poor bastards. Since we are heading in the same direction, he decides to thank us by letting us ride in his wagon. I'm sure nothing bad will happen in this journey with a person that was just about to get assassinated. Oh look, an ambush. Rest in peace, Mr. Horse. Oh look, it's more of the assassins. I'm sure you guys will get a different result than the other guys. Okay, time to head to town. And the game gives us a nice little view of Prideholm. We get into the cathedral and somehow I get distracted by a new title while this guy is over there performing some miracles. The old priest shows us his tablet that contains all the knowledge about the Ark. The problem is that there's a missing piece, and that's pretty much all the plot from now on. We gotta find the missing piece. We exit the church and the game instantly hits us with more stuff to click. There's an welcome challenge thing. And the classic login rewards to keep you playing every day, which is quite trash to be honest. Make your game good enough to make people want to play it daily and you won't need this kind of tactics. The last red dot notification was on the shop, and fearfully I decided to click on it. I'll spare you the boring side of browsing through Lost Ark's shop. I'll just give you the information you want to know. Is this game pay to win? Here is the bottom line. You can complete everything in Lost Ark for free. If you do end up spending money, at best you can obtain the convenience to speed up the process of character progression, allowing you to experience all the content faster than everyone else. The rest of the stuff is mostly cosmetic, in case you want to look all cool and shiny. So for now, I personally think the shop is not completely trash, but if it will stay like that in the future, it remains to be seen. The next quest gets us a mount, and we can pick from a brown, white and black one. We also learn about the teleportation system in this game, which is called Triport. You basically activate these shrines at various locations in the world, and then you can pay money to travel to any of your saved locations. Next, we basically just run from NPC to NPC in search for that missing tablet piece, and it's time to get out of this town. The new area seems to be called Log Hill. After a few quests, we get our first dungeon, the Oratory, which is full of bandits. Alright, time to kill them all to progress the quest. And that is level 12. We now have quite a few skill points to spend. So we are gonna upgrade the best warrior skill, the Spin to Win. With 4 points into it, it seems like we reached the stage where we can get our first skill modifier. We can pick from Quick Pace, which lets us move faster while spinning, Sustain Enhancement, makes the skill last longer, or Quick Prep, which reduces the cooldown. Other than points, we also get new skills when we level up. It seems though like we only have 8 slots to use, and we can fill those up with 8 of our favorite skills. So later on, we will probably have to mix and match things to best suit the situation. Now to do some more quests and deliver them. Get ourselves some new gear. Notice how different our character's appearance is at this point. What's cool is that even now, some quests try to teach us things. For example, this guard asks us if we have tried our specialty skill yet, and teaches us how to use it in preparation for a boss fight. Unfortunately though, we actually have to charge up a gauge for it, so we'll have to showcase that later. We basically have to kill enemies, fill the gauge, press Z, and then we are in our ultimate form. Each class has its own different specialty skill apparently. And drop a new weapon. Let's see if the weapon looks any different. And it does not. Seems like some models are being reused. Anyways, the last boss we killed dropped a note. It seems like this is a good trail and it takes us to the thieves' hideout. Alright, wait for all enemies to group up, then just spin to win. Repeat that, and that's most of the dungeon. Time to sneak up on these guys. I'm sure our huge berserker character won't be seen behind that pillar. What could go wrong?
What's that?
It seems like the tablet isn't here, but we get another trail. On our way, we stop to talk to a bush who wants some honey. And of course, we help the poor guy. His name is Hyde, by the way. Occasionally, around the normal groups of enemies, there seem to be some elite or special ones, by the looks of the glowing border around them or some kind of icon above their heads. They are quite harder to kill than their normal counterparts. And some might also have special abilities, for example, petrification. If you kill these guys though, they usually drop some quality stuff. We drop a new armor, and this one actually looks different. Nice. Alright, time to enter these ruins, and there are no enemies apparently. So let's just go and inspect that thing. Obviously though, there are indeed some enemies around here. This time, you actually have our gauge charged up, and it's time to try our special ability. Apparently, in this Fury mode, the Berserker glows red, has increased attack and movement speed, plus critical rate. At this point though, I also could have pressed Z again to do a big final attack, but I didn't know that yet. Once again, we didn't find the thing, but hey, we get another clue, right? Time to grind some more quests. But for you, you get to skip to the good part. We get some more clues and we follow them to the next dungeon, and hope that the boss here finally has what we need. Oh, for f***'s sake. Alright, time to kill this big guy to feel better. It seems though that this boss has a few more mechanics. This should be a nice fight. Ah, I see he is a man of culture, using the best skill in the game as well. In this fight, I can actually say the game gets a bit more interesting. This time I actually need to dodge things, and not just mindlessly press all my buttons. The boss also put up quite a nice fight because he didn't melt, he actually lasted quite a while. I also noticed that there is a back attack mechanic, which is also pretty nice. I can always appreciate more skillful mechanics. Anyways, not only the fight is rewarding, but we also kill the big guy and we get a new epic rarity sword. And we also level up. Now that the demon got the tablet piece though, we gotta go and save everyone in the city probably. And yeah, that was pretty much expected. This gives me Blade and Soul flashbacks actually. I remember there being a town that got suddenly attacked by zombies or something. Anyways, there are groups of enemies everywhere and we need to kill all of these guys. Break all the barricades blocking the way and also save some villagers. Alright, easy enough. Let's head to the church and hope that in the meantime the demon guy conveniently didn't do anything with the tablet.
What does the tablet say? Do not make me ask again. You'll say plenty, old man.
Why was there a random explosion out of the demon's ass?
Sadly, I think it's time to leave.
The tablet.
Alright, we finally have the tablet. It's time to see what it says. I have considered ending the video here on a cliffhanger and resume the story in the next episode. But I am not that evil. So let's see the ending.
It says here that in order to find the Ark of King Lutera, you need the Sword Seal and the Eagle Seal beneath the salt desert of Udia. I will pray for your safe passage in this arduous journey.
Alright, it's time for the pros and cons of this game for this initial impression. Starting with the pros. The game is free to play and there is nothing stopping you from just downloading Lost Ark and get a feel for the game. At the end of the day, you can just uninstall it if you don't like it. This is a great point in time to jump into the game, as the population is massive and the game doesn't seem to be pay to win yet. We don't know how things will end up later down the line, so you might as well take advantage of this golden window for playing. The game looks and feels great. It has great visuals and great action combat with rich hack-and-slash elements. Excellent combat variety. The game offers a massive degree of customization, and considering that it's free to move your points around to different skills, this makes it even better. And now for the cons. The UI can get annoying at some point with all the notifications thrown around and all the constant things to collect. The leveling experience. Now, this will differ depending on what type of player you are, but if you are like me, you will notice that there is not very much depth in the quests you are doing. It seems like the world is just a huge linear corridor split into small zones, with pretty badly written quests. Plus, from what I noticed in the beginning, the game is very easy. You can pretty much complete every quest and dungeon without facing much of a challenge. As we keep leveling, maybe this will get better down the line, but we shall see. The game already has some pay-to-progress elements, and I would keep an eye out on how the cash shop evolves. Games like these have a reputation for turning to the pay-to-win model fairly quick. Our adventure will resume in the next episodes, as we will be doing a journey to max level in Lost Ark, so consider subscribing if you want to see that, and lots of other MMORPG content, as this is what this channel is all about. If you watched up until this point, let me know if you'll be playing Lost Ark, and if so, what class will you pick? Thanks for watching everyone, I'll see you in the next one.